everybody, this is Drew from Drew's News. Today's video is going to be different from the regular content we usually upload because it's going to be a cooking video. Why am I making a cooking video, you may ask? Well, I'm doing it for my new school, the Forest School. This is one of the challenges that I have to complete during my Independent Learner Badge. To get this badge, I have to complete a series of tasks all by myself, hence independent. The task that I'm doing today is baking bread. I've never made bread before, so this may not turn out good. We'll find out. Let's get started. So let's go ahead and read off all the ingredients that we need. First, we need 3 cups of white or whole wheat flour. We're going to be using white flour because that's all we have. We need 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 packet or about 2 teaspoons of yeast. We have the packets. 1 tablespoon of sugar or brown sugar or honey. We're going to be using sugar. 2 tablespoons of oil and 1 cup of warm water. So let's go ahead and gather all the ingredients and tools. Let's go ahead and get the big mixing bowl, the dry ingredients cup, the wet ingredients cup, as well as the measuring spoons. So we have the white flour right here. We have the sugar right here. Let's go ahead and grab the salt. We got to go get the oil and the yeast. So now that we have all the ingredients and tools, let's go ahead and get cooking. Let's go ahead and get the 3 cups of white flour. There we go. So the next thing we have to do is 1 teaspoon of salt. Let's go ahead and open. Teaspoon. So I want to do this over the bowl in case I make a mess. Okay. Pour it in there. Next, we need 1 packet of yeast. So I got to go get some scissors to cut it. Go ahead and cut it open. Let's go ahead and pour that in here. Next, we need 1 tablespoon of sugar. So, sugar right here. Pour that in there. 2 tablespoons of oil. And the last thing we need is 1 cup of warm water. So we got the liquid ingredient cup. Wait until it gets a little warm. That feels about right. Let's go ahead and pour it into the bowl. Let's go ahead and get mixing. Okay, so I've mixed it up. Let's see what it tells me to do next. It says it'll be sticky and warm. It is sticky and warm, so that means I'm doing pretty good. It tells me just work the dough with your hands. Let's go ahead and put the spoon out. Just work it out. Next, it says to scrape the dough off your fingers as necessary and try to get the dough to all work together into a nice ball. So let's go ahead and try to do that. So we're still kneading. Got to keep doing this until it's all together. So get all the little pieces that fell off and stick it right back onto there and knead it together. It then tells me to make it into a ball. So let's go ahead and try and do that. I think it's kneaded. I think it's been kneaded a lot as how it's supposed to be. So okay. So I think this is a good ball of dough. So it next tells me to add more flour if it's too sticky. I think it's just right. It's not too sticky, but it's also not like smooth as it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be in the middle. So then after that, you to turn the dough out onto the counter. So let's go ahead and do that. And then scatter a bit of flour about the dough. So let's go ahead and get the flour that spilt out. So let's go ahead and couple. Yep. And then we gotta mix the new flour all together. So it tells me to then keep kneading it for 5 minutes. So we're going to stop right here and then I'll catch you later. So it's been 5 minutes kneading it. So the next thing it says to do is let the dough sit on the counter for a few minutes while you wash out the bowl you used to mix it in. So let's go ahead and wash out the bowl. So we washed and dried out the bowl. Now it tells us to pour some oil in it. So I'm just going to put about a capful of oil in the bowl. Actually, let's put a little bit more in there. Okay, I think that's about right. So let's get a paper towel to wipe my hands off. Next, it says a spoonful will just be enough. So I say that was a spoonful. So place the ball of dough into the clean bowl. Right there. Roll the dough around in the oil to coat it evenly. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. I think that's oily because on every side of the dough it's very oily. So after that, it says to place the dough into a warm spot or on the counter near the stove. So let's go ahead and put the bowl about probably like maybe right here, and then says to cover the top of the bowl with a plastic wrap or tea towel. So we're just going to be using this. So let's go ahead and cover it up. Okay. After we covered it up, it says allow the dough to sit and rise. It may take the dough up to 2 hours to rise. So let's go ahead and wait for a couple hours and we'll see you later. Hey guys, welcome back. It's been about 2 hours and let's see if the dough has risen any. Wow. Guys, it has definitely gotten bigger over the 2 hours than I actually thought it would be. So let's see what we have to do next. When it is well risen, punch the dough down. Put your fist into the dough and smash down to force all the air out of it. So let's do that. Wow, that's a big air pocket in there. Just like knead it for a minute. So okay, so the next thing I need to do is let the bread sit for a couple of minutes and then get the bread pans and get the oil. So I've already got all of that, but I have two different options of bread pans. We have the big ones and we have 3 little ones. I think I'm going to use the 3 little ones because they're smaller and I don't feel like putting all the dough into the big one, and I probably wouldn't eat it all anyway. So I got the cooking spray right here. Let's go ahead and spray the oil in it. I think that's enough. Got to do this one. And this one. Okay. So after that is to get the ball of dough and to divide it into thirds. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's make it into a ball a little more. So I'd say, sorry, I gotta get this. It's kind of hard. Oh, that's not good at all. That was not a third. So let's try it again. Make it into a ball. Baking ain't easy. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I think this is definitely, it's not perfect, but it's not bad. So let's put it in the pan. Gotta make all the bread to the corners, make it fit in perfectly. So I think that's about right, I would say, but some might not agree. So sorry. Let's go ahead and get another third. I feel like this would be another third, probably. So let's go ahead and put it in the second pan. There we go. And then the last third, let's put it in the last pan. Okay. Now the next thing they wanted me to do is to grab another towel. I'm just going to use the same one as I did on the first one, but span it all over to all 3. So basically I'm just doing this. I'm going to, actually, I think this is fine. I'm just going to put it somewhere else so my cats won't knock it down. So let's put it in the same spot as the other bread pan. And we gotta let it sit for another hour and a half. So see you later. Hey guys, so it's been about an hour since we put the dough into the 3 pans. So let's see if they got even bigger. Wow. They have gotten they got so much bigger than they were. So the next step is to actually put it in the oven. So we're actually going to be baking it finally. So I brought a cookie sheet because to make it more easier. So I'm going to put these in the cookie sheet. And then we're going to preheat the oven to, it says 350 degrees or 375. I'm going to set it to 360, so it's right in the middle. Actually, I don't need to preheat it. We just need to bake it. So let's go ahead and put them in the oven. And then now we push bake. We set it to 360 degrees and let it cook for about 40 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 30 minutes and we've been checking it periodically, and I think the bread's done. So let's go ahead and get out of the oven. Go to our oven mitt so we don't burn our hands. So put it on the oven so it doesn't burn the counter. It may not be the prettiest thing ever, but hopefully it will taste good. All right, now we're gonna see how it looks and see if it's done. Okay. So it looks done, but let's see if it sounds hollow. I think it sounds pretty hollow. What did you guys think? Now for the big test. Let's taste it. Let's go ahead and cut it. Not the best cutting ever, but it'll do. Let's taste this front piece. 3, 2, 1. It's pretty good.